Hey everybody, Brett from AstartesGaming here, back with another episode of our Sayazn Let's Play for Mount & Blade Warband. So I've been playing a little bit off camera, not a ton, but enough to earn some money. I've had to resort to things I don't typically enjoy doing, such as raiding villages and hitting caravans. I had to hit like 2 villages and 1 caravan to get what I felt like was enough money. So we're a little bit over 10,000 or so, which should hold us over for a while, at least. Currently we're in battle with, I forget which faction, but one of the factions we're at war with, and they have about 70 men to our 110 or so. So, we are, of course, preparing our forces and whatnot, trying to get them all our ducks in a row, as it were. Is it just me, or is there a lot of forces here? Hold on. No, those are just my different groupings. Okay, so you guys need to get into deeper ranks, and I always forget to do the pikemen as well, but they definitely need to be in deeper ranks.
Stand closer.
And we'll do the same here. Formation, I'm doing them in 4 rows because they're a bit low on men right now. They're not at full strength. So here we are in formation. The enemy should be up that hill somewhere. My job is going to be to lure them from that position, and my cavalry is up on the hill, ready to engage. Oh, I forgot, I still have the reserves following me. The reserves are going to be right behind my musketeers, ready to charge through if necessary. The reserves are the various and my officers too. Whoops. No, that's bodyguard. Officers, you guys hang out on the hill as well. I like how I can turn my back to the enemy and not have to worry about anything happening. Anyways, yeah, the reserves are like recruits and also the young nobles that don't have horses yet, so they can't join the cavalry. So basically anything that doesn't have a musket, a pike, or a horse. And I just use them to charge and intercept anything trying to attack my infantry. Or my muskets, excuse me. So I'm gonna ride up this hill and try to shoot somebody in the face. And then ride back down the hill, and hopefully unleash a volley into several people's faces. We'll see how this works, though. Typically the AI does take the bait, but we saw in previous episodes that they were a bit reluctant to follow me. They would pursue a bit, but then they would kind of break off. Oh, there's a lot of muskets there. Yeah, oh, they clipped my horse, even. That's a shame. No, come back. Sure, shoot at that guy. Alright. I don't think they're gonna chase me. Maybe. They thought about it. But yeah, I just need to get them to follow me, and I can ride through my ranks and jump over the top if I need to. Oh, good, I got his horse. Hey, come back here. Let me shoot you. Oh, I gotta be very careful here. Alright. I don't think they're gonna take the bait. Doesn't look like they're going to. It's a real shame because I don't want to have to move my formation at all. I guess we could set up, look how good it looks. It's actually organized. I guess we could set up here. Might be easier to draw them to this position. Yeah, the concern is as soon as I start moving, they'll go ahead and rush their forces forward. So I have to be very organized about this. I'm going to say, everybody, movement orders, advance 10 paces. I'm just going to say that several times. No, don't retreat. Don't do that. Advance 10 paces. Ah, crap. No, everybody come back. Oh, man, I screwed it up so bad. Are they not going to listen? Hey, everybody, come back. Come on, stop running toward the edge of the map. Oh, great. Ah, son of a bitch. Why can't I cancel that order? That's so ridiculous. I guess they're done. They've all checked out. Luckily, the enemy's not riding me down right now. Well, we have to retreat then, because our party's being stupid. Let's try this again. So we probably ended up losing more morale from that little fiasco than we will gain from winning this battle. Which means that unless we get a ton of good loot here, this battle is going to be a complete waste of time. And in fact end up hurting us because we will of course take casualties. This looks like a good spot. The trees will block some of our fire, but it will also block a frontal cavalry charge. So let's get set up there. And I want you guys in 3 deep, or 3 rows. Yeah, 3 deep, that works. Let's get you guys off to that flank. And of course I want you 4 deep. You guys, same deal. And off to that flank. And then reserves. Reserves. There we go. Somewhere over here. Are you guys already firing? Can you even see them? I can't see them. Ah, I can see them. I don't know if you guys will be able to, but I can see them arrayed along that hill there. Oh crap. Cavalry. If you would be so kind, let's deploy you guys off to one side. I'll put you there. My reserves need to be a little bit tighter to the musketeers just in case we need to charge them. And these pikes are too far back. I need them like here. I think those pikes are a little bit too far back as well. A lot of positioning in this playthrough, not a whole lot of action, unfortunately. The AI is a little bit too reluctant to charge. So I'm going to tell you guys to hold your fire. And again, I will play the bait. Oh, that wasn't them. That was just... No, that was them. That was them. We could try advancing again, but if I accidentally hit the wrong key, everybody will run. Oh crap, my officers are still following. Okay, so looking at forward positions, we got a nice hill here. This might work. Yeah, let's do this. This is a nice spot. We don't have the protection of the trees, but this is still a pretty defensible position. Okay, the musketeers are more or less in position, so I'm going to allow them to go ahead and fire. Everybody let loose all at once, and then fire at will. And maybe that'll sync them up and they'll continue to kind of volley fire without my constant intervention. Oh god, we're getting shot up pretty badly. Alright, I can't tell if they have horses or not, so cavalry, let's go find out. My officers were both shot off their horses, so they're not going to join me in this endeavor. But if they're strictly on foot, then a cavalry charge could break them pretty easily. I do need to make sure I don't get shot off my horse, though. Yeah, I am seeing cavalry in the back there. Very minimal cavalry, but there is some. Oh, that hit somebody. I wish I had like dragoons or something that could kind of stop and pop off some shots. Come on, guys. Stop being such pansies. Fight me. They're going to make me assault this position, which is really unfortunate. But they didn't pick the best spot to set up. They've given me slight defilade. Oh, they're advancing again. Never mind. I was going to say they've given me slight defilade to kind of work with here. God, my guys haven't gotten a single kill yet, and we're dropping like flies. Alright. I need everybody to... Ow. It's going to be really hard to do this. Advance. Several. Multiples of 10 forward. Cavalry, stick with me. We're going to try to make a move on their flank. But this is going to keep them more or less in formation. And then it's just a matter of kind of figuring out how to do an organized charge out of this. Please don't get shot. Please don't get shot. Oh, my horse got hit. Is that as far as you guys moved? Okay, I mean, that's not ideal, but fine. Oh, there goes more cavalry. God damn. Keep shooting, keep shooting. Where the hell is this flank? Okay, here's what I'm gonna do. Reserves, if you don't mind. Get to there, pikes, get to here, and there. I sent the wrong... No, I sent the right group. Musketeers, continue firing from where you are. Actually, shift over here. That would be nice. And then cavalry, we might swing around this side. Very difficult to figure out an angle of approach on this one. But I think this is going to work. So, reserves. Go ahead and charge. Pikes, charge. And cavalry, follow me around this flank. Let's get our sabers ready. And cavalry, charge. Oh god, don't hit me. Don't hit me. So many muskets. Okay, well, we broke their formation at least. I can't even see what I'm swinging at. Hopefully there's no pole arms in this bunch. I cannot deal with that. Oh, crap. Get back here. Get back here, you. You should not have run into that tree. Good. Pistol's already loaded. Can wheel around and fire. If only I could hit something. Okay, I think we've effectively routed them. That charge worked. It was a bit difficult to set up, obviously, but we made it happen. Look at you riding people down. You messed me up, though. Nice. Yeah, generally they're kind of stupid when they try to chase people, but he was actually lining that up pretty well. Which is kind of nice to see. Sorry, horse. Alright, good job, guys. Good job. Not pretty. We're still kind of getting used to it, but I think our tactics are improving. Let's see. Their lord manages to escape, so no ransom. Some of my desert bandit prisoners. And let's see, I can't afford to upgrade people now, if only just. We lost one of our mercenary cav. Oh, did we lose all of them? No, we didn't. Okay, we lost one of them. And so he will become another one of these guys in all white. They look like hussars. I'm just going to call them hussars. And it looks like we have more potential armored cav, or armored pikes. Why did I call them cav? I guess I was just talking about them. I would like a Sayasnid nobleman. You don't have a horse. Okay, I should have got a lancer then. That's unfortunate. Let's keep you as part of the reserves. And where am I keeping you guys? Right here. Okay. Right. What did I lose more of there? I guess that's the most important question here. I was trying to keep my relative sort of party build to 40 pikes, 40 muskets, and then 20 cav. And then obviously kind of scale that as we go. But we're clearly well under that in terms of both. So that makes this difficult. We need more pikes. Let's turn all of you into pikes. And that leaves me with very few spearmen, unfortunately. And I can't really balance that all that well. So I'm going to need to do it with recruits. I need at least, let's say, 4 spearmen to make this work. So 1, 2, 3, 4. And then the other can be a skirmisher. I haven't decided what to do with you guys yet, but both upgrade paths are fairly expensive, so I've been kind of reluctant to do that. You can become an armored pike, as can you. That gives me 3 on this flank, so let's balance that out and upgrade this one to a right flanker. There we go. So that gives me 3 armored on either side, and then this has 1 more professional pikeman, so let's turn that. There we go. That gives us 10 and 10 plus 5 right there, which we're going to need to fix. So let's make 2 of these guys pike, right flank pikemen. Why is there an upgrade cost? I didn't notice that before. I need to fix that. There shouldn't be. I don't know if I can change it though. But when we're going from the same unit, there shouldn't be an upgrade cost. Anyways, that looks balanced. So that's 10 on the left, 10 on the right, and then what, 8 more on the left and 8 more on the right. Perfect. Okay, so that's all our upgrades with the exception of these musketeers that I don't know if I can afford their upgrades right now. It's going to be over 1,000 gold just to turn them into whatever we turn them into. And wow, they dropped a ass load of banners. At least they're valuable. These are actually worth a lot more than some of the goods I was looting. By the way, I forgot to mention this at the beginning of the episode, but I'm not going to add any characters today, clearly. However, to make up for it, I'm going to add 2 more in next week's episode. So whenever we get there, I will do that. So that's those guys defeated. That's the faction that we just fought. This like kind of yellowy, maybe like goldenrod faction, Zanj Ishtar. I was actually trying to attack this party here, but unfortunately we have a truce with them, so I could not. I think that's a castle. I don't know that we'll be able to sell off our goods there. So we either need to go up to Tushari or down to Kun to unload all these banners. Which one? Let's go north. I feel good about north. I want to be in the thick of it. I want to find some more people to fight. It seems like most parties running around are smaller than ours, unless they're like a very prominent lord or something. More upgrades to be had. Okay, so I gotta be, again, very careful about this. So that's 2 more pikemen. And then both of those are gonna cost me 200 gold. I might eventually just need to cheat some gold back into my inventory to make up for what I'm spending through these kind of like parallel upgrades. Because they're not upgrades. I didn't mean to do that. We'll just leave it like that for now. But they're not technically upgrades. I explained this in the first episode, but it just allows me to have 2 separate groups of pikemen that are balanced. That way I don't have to deploy all my pikes in one solid group. Which, you know, is something that some mods offer. The ability to split troops, but this one doesn't. So I've had to kind of find a workaround, but unfortunately it costs me money to do that, and so we've got to figure out a solution. It looks like you have enough money to buy some of these banners. You can see they bought some silk from me as well, and some salt. Luckily, in this mod, you do not lose honor for raiding villages of enemy factions. Because I typically like to be an honorable character, not just because I just only like role-playing honorable characters, but because it's a very practical thing to do. Being an honorable character gives you basically free relationship points with any other honorable characters. And that's not true for dishonorable characters with other dishonorable characters. So the easiest way to gain relations with other lords is to just be an honorable person. That looks pretty good. I think, yeah, we're doing better. Definitely doing better. Okay. Well, I was kind of considering maybe trying to hit this place. I don't recall who held this initially. It's very possible that they took it from the provinces. But none of the garrisons in this mod are particularly large, and I'm a bit... Wait, why was my oil press destroyed? Oh, because the city just fell. And so it's not sequestered, they just outright sacked it. Wow. Okay, apparently you guys are all cutting and running. Way to defend your town. Well, maybe I can steal a castle from them. More likely I'll have an entire campaign coming after my ass. But let's see. 74. And what are the majority of those troops? It looks like a good chunk of them are sword staff infantry and various musket carrying troops. So we'll be taking a lot of fire on this one. I don't know what palace attendants are, but I assume they're either very good or very bad. They're either like handmaidens that aren't supposed to be fighting, or they're like elite palace guard. One of the two. So, yeah. We could probably do that. I'm also a bit interested in maybe like coming in on the tail end of this siege and stealing it back. And I would be a hero for the Empire for reclaiming this city. Let's investigate. What's happening there? Altogether, those forces outnumber mine. But there is a provincial captain there. I don't know who all those guys are. Are they like riding together? What's happening here? I'm trying to figure out. Like, it almost looks like Kaldim and Zanj Ishtar are working together. It almost... Maybe they were all fighting the same caravan or something. Anyways, I think we can get involved in this and maybe turn the tide. Oh, it ended. Or somebody backed out. Oh crap. Well, we initiated, so I can decline. But unfortunately, this guy just completely flubbed it. Yeah, we don't want any part in that. No thanks. How is that getting stronger? That's weird, I don't know. But his troop count just plummeted. I'm going to return back to friendly territory because that just got a little bit too dangerous for me, thanks. If I could maybe take one of them on, I would do it, but I don't want to be fighting several. You know what? That's a bit manageable. Yeah, you're going to follow me? I thought so. We won't catch them, though. We are slightly faster. I did level up once, and I put a point into pathfinding. But unfortunately, that still makes us painfully slow. Why are we catching you? Alright, Butcher's... Well, not the Butcher's bill. Just the normal bill is in. And because our oil refinery... Not oil refinery. Our oil press is gone. We're not making nearly as much money. We're not making much money off of our village either because it was raided. And so our upkeep is pretty considerable. And we ended up losing quite a bit of money. But we're still at 8,000 because, again, I'm making most of my money off of raiding villages at this point. I was able to get this one. Okay. We're not going to catch them at this rate. But they have... What are your prisoners? Mostly provincials. So that doesn't really help me necessarily, but they are still prisoners. Alright, I finally got him. He ran into the edge of like a movable area, like the mountain was impassable, and he decided to run square into it. And that ended up not working out very well for him. Unfortunately, we're going to have a night battle, which YouTube is going to ruin the footage for, but we will do our best anyways. And as usual, surrender or die. We have 100 troops. They have 42. We do have more range than theirs, but I think we're going to play this similar to the last one because the AI tends to be very passive in their strategy. So I think sitting back like I would like to isn't going to work in most cases. Now, if they outnumber us, we'll probably have to sit back. Ooh, this terrain is going to be brutal, though. Let's try to get everybody out to this little outcropping and go from there. But we need to take ground before they take it all for themselves. Alright, so there's a massive killing field down here. I'm going to do my best to skirt around it. And I think most of the fighting is going to take place over in these hills here. Because I don't think anybody's going to be stupid enough to run through there. But you never know, the AI does make some very poor decisions. So I'm going to try to set up my forces on this side, and it looks like they're more or less straight ahead of where I am facing now. So maybe this might be the best location up here. These trees are like glowing in the dark. It's very distracting. I don't see them. I'm probably going to take a stray musket ball in the face in just a second. But I do not see them. I see them now. Okay, that's a pretty good spot. It's a pretty defensible spot. Boy. Okay, so I'm going to set up here. This is a less than ideal position. Because obviously they have the high ground and they're going to just rain bullets down on us. But there are some enemies on the low ground. And I think we'll have a easier time engaging them from here. I don't like that there's like shots raining in from random directions. So I need you guys to hold your fire for the moment. But I think we will have an easier time engaging them from here. Also, it gives us kind of a nice funnel if they decide to attack us from the front. They're going to have to come up over this hill and like straight into our field of fire. So I think that'll work out nicely. But we are going to need to find a way to attack them. And that's going to be the hardest part. So I think what I'm probably going to do is I'm going to set up my formation here, let them start engaging. They have a little bit of defilade. I've tried to put them just beyond the incline here. Also, they don't appear to be in deep enough ranks. I wanted you guys 3 deep. You are 3 deep. Okay. You know what? That's fine. You're occupying more or less the entire space. That's all I can really ask for. So, if you guys would be so kind as to get into proper formation there. No? Okay, that's fine. Just sit right there then. I guess it's too steep a slope. Anyways, what we'll do is I'm going to take the cavalry, my officers, and my reserves around this way. And we're going to try to maneuver our way up there to attack them. Most of their cavalry is on the low ground, so they won't be able to defend the muskets. It's just a matter of finding an effective way up there without getting shot to hell as we do it. And I think this hill will provide us with adequate defilade from that. Okay, so the enemy cavalry is trying to engage me here. It's going to be a bit awkward on this slope. But here we are. You know what? I'm probably better off just shooting you. Oh no, they're trying to attack me. Alright. Fall back, man. Pull back. This is getting messy. Ah, crap. Alright, reserves, go ahead and charge, since we're already engaged over here. Would you stop slashing at me there, bud? We just went down. Come on, turn. Come about. There we go. At least I'm hitting something. Come on, reserves. This is your job to skirmish. Well, not skirmish, to scrum. You guys do the dirty work. I cannot fight very effectively over here. I'm going to need to pull back. Cavalry, retreat. Reserves, if there's any of you left, retreat. Could you stop hitting me, dude? I'm issuing commands here. Alright, well, I'm going to run straight through my muskets, and these guys will probably get shot to hell. We can only hope. We didn't make any significant dent on the people up top, though. God damn. Stop hitting my horse. My horse is going to go down. Yeah, I figured as much. Well, you did just run into a bunch of muskets, so enjoy that. Oh, you dick. I was going to ride that. Oh, I liked how the momentum carried him forward there. I thought he was still coming at me. Let's see. Somebody's trying to fight their way back over there. They didn't make it. So our cavalry just got wiped. That's fun. Right flank, I need you to engage. Don't let them get to the pikemen. I mean, don't let them get to the musketeers. Okay, that guy's down. I'm going to borrow that horse, if you guys don't mind. And let's see. There's still a few moving through here, but I think we've dealt with the majority of their melee infantry. Let's be very cautious in dealing with this guy. Ouch. I get stabbed in the face as I say that. There we go. Okay, pikes, pull back. Whoops. That's not where I meant to send you. Let's see. Pikes, set up there. Musketeers, move up. That's all they have left is their musketeers that have moved down the hill. So here's what we're going to do. Left flank, advance. Right flank, advance. And we'll let the musketeers cover the advance. But that's all they have left. This mod is really difficult in terms of like tactics. I mean, I'm kind of handicapping myself by trying to play using historically accurate tactics. Obviously, the AI just does whatever, works. I'm trying to be a little bit more realistic than that. But at the same time, I find myself just getting completely dashed in some of my plans, whereas like in our Kingdom Let's Play, for example, with all those Swadian Knights, it was difficult to do anything wrong. Even if we sent them, headlong into the enemy in a bad position, they were still tough enough to just fight their way straight through it. But with the muskets, it really changes things, because even elite cavalry is very vulnerable to a musket shot. Oh, nice! I dropped somebody. All right, you guys can charge now. You're close enough. And they should make pretty quick work of the enemies. musketeers. Of course, our guys are getting killed because they're being shot point blank, and I just fired a shot into the ground for no reason. But they're going to be overwhelmed very quickly here. I am so bad. Come on, pistol. No, I'm never going to hit these guys. Luckily, this guy carries like a huge satchel of pistol bullets somewhere. I don't know where. Oh, no, don't let him get away. Ah, god damn it. Alright, well, they escaped. We won, though, at far too great a cost. Okay, and that's the story of this playthrough so far. We haven't lost the battle yet, but every single victory has been ugly. We're like, what's his name? Pyrrhic of Epirus. You are my prisoner now, because I need the money. I'd prefer to be honorable, but I can't afford to be honorable right now. I'll hire you guys. I'm supposed to recruit, or I'm supposed to train up some provincial pikemen for somebody, so I'll take those. Any cavalry is good cavalry at this point. Ooh, carabiners. Yeah. What are you? I don't know what you are, but you can join my musketeers. I'm going to let the rest go, I think. I'm going to try to stick to my Sayazn troops. Nah, screw it. Beggars can't be choosers, and these guys are fairly inexpensive. I don't know what you are, but you can join in with the reserves. Look like you'll be able to charge through some enemy pikes, or enemy musketeers, something like that. Luckily, my horse still hasn't been lamed yet. That's fantastic. That's a pretty good horse. That's actually far better than mine. Actually, not quite. The charge... you know what? Mine's fancier looking. I'm going to keep mine. That is a good horse, though. The maneuver was way better. Okay, so there is our... Whoops. Keep forgetting I can't pan the camera with Q and E. I'm playing too much XCOM. Alright, well, let's see about upgrades if we can afford them. There's another professional pikeman there. That does kind of imbalance the sides, so we're going to need to upgrade one of you to a professional pikeman over there. Cool, so we're back to 10 and 10. And 3 of you are ready to become pikes. Let's go ahead and do that. You know what, we'll do 2 of them and move 1 over. And then we'll move 1 of you over to this group. There we go. Nice and balanced again. Still no idea what to do with them. Give me some lancers to... Oh, wow, we lost all of our lancers. Yeah, I mean, we did lose a lot of cavalry there. I think it looks like we lost everything except for this one cuirassier. I can never say that word. Let's see. Spears or muskets? I think we need more muskets. That gives us 3. I forget how many we needed, but we're trying to get a certain amount for that guy. And if he wants to take the rest, you know, fair play to him. I'll let him have all of them. 74. I would love to be able to besiege something. I think a siege battle in this mod would be really intense. I don't want to fight you right now. Oh, you're trying to follow me? I'd prefer not to. I mean, maybe I should have just let it happen because it was just him. The only reason he was charging is because he was close to this group. But that kind of fell apart. There's going to be too many armies garrisoned here, but I'd really like to see what the actual garrison is. Oh, I almost intercepted you. So 57 plus 30, and a lot of those troops are troops that we could use if we freed them. The issue is there's like another 80 men in various armies there, and there's about to be another 20 on top of that. Okay, well that didn't work. Maybe we can prevent this? By the way, somebody was suggesting fixing... Oh no, don't go anywhere near that. Somebody was suggesting modifying the movement speeds. There's really no way for me to do that I'm aware of. There might be some place in the scripts I can do it, but as far as I'm aware, there isn't really a way to do it. So it's something I would consider just to speed the whole game up a little bit, but I don't know if there's even a way. I'm going to raid this village. Do I have room? Not really. What the hell happened to my legs? Why do my legs look funny? What's going on here? This is really strange. None of my boots are showing up properly. Oh god. That looks so ridiculous and I can't change it. What is causing that? I don't know. The boots aren't working. What about these? There it is. Okay, fixed. Thank God. Thank God. Okay, yeah, we have a little bit of room. So let's go ahead and loot this place. I don't like doing this. It is a good way to make money, but it hurts your relations with a lot of these villages. And gathering for a feast. It's a yield. Where is that? I feel like it's probably the same place they were thinking about having one last time. I'll consider it. Okay, we were able to pull that off successfully. Oh man, look at the loot. That's worth quite a bit, so we'll keep that around. That is worth nothing at this point. I still have oil. Why do I still have oil? Where did that come from? Maybe I just forgot to sell it last time. Let's see. This horse is worth a little bit, but potentially not enough to keep. These banners are fairly valuable. That is useless, and that is useless. So spices and silks. Oh man, nice. This is technically a Sayazn village, by the way. And my clothes are being weird again. Well, let's see if we can make it to this feast. Alright, looks like we made it. So the feast is on. There is no tournament, though, as far as I'm aware. So let's see who's here. Hopefully there's somebody here. Oh, I forgot to put on my... At least my boots are showing up properly. Forgot to put on my fancy duds to my armor. Oh, that's cool. They actually sit at the table. Oh, that's pretty well done. This guy didn't get the memo, though. Oh, it's because that's tuna. Alright. Tuna, you knucklehead. Let's see. Ramizan. Yeah, I did. Do you have any jobs for me? Group of your soldiers were captured. What do you need? 4 Ketham spearmen as prisoners. I'm gonna have to decline. Unfortunately, that hurt our relations with them. I hate that quest. I'm not gonna try it. It's so hard to get specific types of prisoners. Here's Hazizan. I feel like I guess we haven't talked to you before, but you were the marshal, weren't you? Neff needs their taxes collected. Yeah, I can do that. I can be your hired muscle. Okay. That's a bit of a harsh stance to take, especially to your captain or general, whatever. Yeah, I did. Do you have any jobs for me? I like that these guys all have quests. There's so many mods where nobody ever has a quest and you just talk to everybody for no reason. Okay. You want to go to war with the provinces. I think that's a terrible idea, given that we're basically at war with half the world right now. Let's see. Captain of the Guard, Kalkim. That's a fancy title you got there. What do you need done? I need to capture one of the noble lords of the Principality of Kaldim. If there was a guaranteed way to do that, I would consider it, but the fact is, I would probably have to fight like 4 or 5 of their lords in battle before I had any chance of actually capturing one. I might get lucky and, you know, get him on the first try, but potentially I wouldn't. More likely I wouldn't. And so I'd have to keep fighting lord after lord until I was actually able to capture one. And that's unlikely. We can talk to the ladies over here if we want. Who is this? The Sayazn Bashti? I believe he's the leader of the faction. Yeah, he is. Do you have any tasks for me? No. Okay, well, fair enough. So not a whole lot going on here. I was hoping that there would be a tournament because that's a great way to earn money early on. In our Kingdom playthrough, I was basically a tournament knight for the first third of the playthrough just to accrue money, and it was a very effective way to do it. We are not so lucky here. What do we have? A ransom broker. That is a bit lucky. I have prisoners to sell. 460? Fine. Doesn't seem like a great price, but I'll take it. Just a random traveler there. Okay. Well, I think we're going to go ahead and call it here for today. I think, all in all, this went a little bit more smoothly than the previous episode. I'm probably going to have to do a lot more grinding off camera than I would like to keep money available, because obviously just fighting battles isn't really doing it. Actually, no, yeah, we're definitely in the red. Oh, you know what? Before we call it a day, though, this is a castle, right? Is it a castle? No, there's a marketplace. Okay, let's see before we end this episode where we end up in terms of gold. I need to remember to sell that one as well. We started with a little over, it was like 10,500 or so. So we're going to see if we, oh, I'm way over. If we can get back to there, we can make maybe a net profit for the day, or if we are not doing so well. Pottery, that's not going to get me there. You know what? Keep the dyes and sell 2 of those. I still have this stuff as well. Okay, that's pretty close. Sure, do that. And you have a bit of money. What else can I get rid of? Not quite enough of that. Almost there. Almost there. Nope, too much. Got to keep that silk. And we'll get rid of those. Yeah, so we ended up making a small profit today. Not a huge one by any stretch, but at least a small one. And I'm probably going to need to spend some of that on food. We'll take bread. I need more variety than that, though, or our morale's going to tank again. But anyways, that's where we'll leave it for today. At a slight profit after a bit of raiding and a couple of battles. It seems like it really depends on which faction you're fighting as to whether or not you'll make some money. Because fighting, I think it was this faction, ended up being pretty lucrative. They all had banners, and the banners sold for quite a bit. Their armor was also fairly valuable. But some of the other factions that we fought had really, really invaluable stuff, and it just wasn't a good way to make money defeating them. But anyways, next episode, look forward to 2 new characters to make up for this week, and just the one I was already planning on doing next week. So, thank you so much for watching. I had a great time playing some Sayazn with you, and I look forward to seeing you guys back here for the next episode.